Hey guys, what's going on? Will, Audra, Flawless Crested Geckos coming to you guys with another video. This video we're going to talk about Crested Gecko Morphs. In the sense of, we get asked this question a lot. Interested in getting into Crested Geckos, what morph should we buy? Well, there's not really a 100% set answer for that. So we are hoping to put this video out to get you guys moving with some traction in the right direction. Bottom line, whether you're hobbyist and you're getting into it to have fun, or you're looking to get into it as an investment, maybe diversify from another business, you need to pick something, a program that you're going to have fun with. You want to pick something that interests you. If you have no interest in Dalmatian spots, then you probably should stay away from Dalmatians. If you love the spotty animals, you probably need to jump into the deep end of the super Dals, confettis and things. They have a little bit of everything. That's one thing about the Crested Gecko game. Colors, morphs, and everything. They have a little bit for everyone.
Yep. So number one in Crested Gecko Morph information, what should you get started with is have fun. Pick something that you're gonna have fun with.
Right. So if you guys can hear her,
I have allergies, thank you very much. And when I speak too loudly, I have no voice.
So yes, she's accurate. Pick something you're gonna have fun with.
Yes.
And hopefully something that's not, I don't want to really say a fad, but something that's hot for the moment, I guess. You want to make sure that regardless of price points and things of the sort, you're going to work it to perfect it, whatever your vision may be. You got to have your own vision, which leads us into another question about pairings. A lot of people like to ask, hey, is this a good pairing, or should we do this pairing? The thing is, we are not you. You never want to chase someone else's vision. You never want to, you're the only person that can think of how you're going to improve a gene or a morph, or what's your expectations of your breedings and what you're setting out to achieve. You never know what that is for that person. So to ask someone else's vision and viewpoints on your breedings, like, they're not you, so you're chasing behind someone else's viewpoint where it may not mirror yours.
So number two, create and establish your own vision of what you want your program to look like.
Very, very important, because guess what? Those two things go hand in hand. The longer you can continue to produce and chase your vision, the more and more interest you keep into the Crested Gecko hobby and into doing this, the more and more fun and I guess amazement, enjoyment that you have from doing this, because it's still blowing our minds, and we're years into this, and we're still, superseding our expectations.
So I'm gonna try. I'm like dying over here from all this drainage that's going down my throat, but one of the things that I learned in a class I took a long time ago about leadership and creating, like, and establishing yourself in a world of different, skills and things in whatever field you're in, but specifically relating to now reptiles. Whatever it is, to become a kung fu master at your craft or at whatever you're doing, you have to spend at least 10,000 hours doing that thing.
Right.
Like over and over and over and over again. So I would say number three most important things when you're dealing with Crested Gecko morphs is become a kung fu master at whatever morph you've picked. So really concentrate your efforts. One of the things that we've said before in videos previous is that when we first started out, there was one of our favorite breeders who, I don't think he does it any longer, but he was Impact Exotics, Austin, and he legitimately fell in love, and his vision was tigers. And he became a kung fu master at his tigers. He's had some of the best tigers in the game. So that is number three, become a kung fu master.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome that you brought that up. I wasn't even thinking about that with Austin, but that's a perfect example of using a morph that, theoretically speaking, is not a high value morph, but tiger. And we've seen some amazing tigers produced by Austin, an impact that will blow your mind, and is what we would consider as, like, at that time, setting the bar for tigers. And funny, we got a little bit away from that program, but that's something we may get back into.
We did.
You know, but it will blow your mind, the level of geckos he was producing over there. You know, you would never think that something like that would be possible from such a simple gene.
Which leads us into a fourth point, is that when you're dealing with all kinds of different morphs and things, obviously our crested gecko world has been opened up to the different genes that are now showing themselves from, you know, years of projects and different isolations. Don't be afraid to stack genes.
Yes.
So I use that to segue into this, because we have a lily white that was so interesting, and it actually went around on Instagram. We posted it on Instagram and everybody fell in love with it, because the lily white overtook the base pattern, which was an extreme tiger up underneath that pattern. And what was happening is that tiger pattern was so extreme that it was fragmenting through the heaviness of the lily and causing like almost little fragments, basically. And so it's like we got a tiger lily going on there. But just don't be afraid to stack genes.
Absolutely, and it's a long process. That's what makes it fun for us, and it can be fun from the beginning to the end, and there's really no end. And what I mean by that is basically, you know, a simple single tiger gene, or brindle, or a pinstripe, or a harlequin. You can go from the harlequin to the extreme harlequin, which is the extreme expression of that gene. You can, you know, a lot of time we'll get pictures sent to us, and hey, what morph is this? A lot of times it's like, who cares? But we'll try to answer them the best possible. You know, hey, harlequin tiger, or a brindle quin, which is like, you know, with Tara, you know, or, you know, a pinstripe harlequin. You're ending up starting to stack some genes, getting a little further ahead with gene stacking. And that's where we're at with a lot of things, you know, tiger lilies, you know, hopefully tiger lily cappuccinos,
Pattern Dalmatians.
Yeah, so it's like we want to gene stack and chase some visions that we're having. Everything is not going to come to fruition. I did it right the first time.
You did.
But you can still chase it and say, hey, I tried to create this vision. I tried to attain this. Didn't quite get there, but I gave it everything I had. And then sometimes you'll meet your expectations.
Or supersede your expectations.
Right. So hopefully that will explain a little bit as far as what morph to pick when getting into the hobby. You can pick any of them. It just has to really, really interest you. Because that's where, you know, as long as you have passion in this, you can continue to grow and evolve.
Yep. So just to reiterate, number 1, have fun. Number 2, establish and perfect your vision. Number 3, become a kung fu master. And number 4, don't be afraid to stack genes and become creative.
All right, there you go. You got your message from Flawless. This is Will, Audra, Flawless Crested Geckos. We are out.